If you're wondering which budget laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Acer Aspire Go 15 for $299. This thing actually has a surprisingly comfortable keyboard that I genuinely prefer over laptops that cost 10 times more. And it comes with more ports than a Swiss Army knife, including 2 USB-A, 1 USB-C, HDMI, and a headphone jack. The Intel Core i3 N305 processor and 8 GB of RAM make it slower than molasses in January, and the 128 GB of storage fills up faster than your ex's Instagram DMs. Plus, the 720p webcam makes you look like you're broadcasting from 2005. Would I buy it? Yes. It's basically the Honda Civic of laptops, boring as hell, but gets the job done without making you eat ramen for months. Dell Inspiron 14 Plus. This bad boy rocks an Intel Core i7 Ultra 155H processor with 16 GB of RAM and actually delivers impressive performance for around $1,000. Plus, the battery life is so good, it'll outlast your attention span during Zoom meetings. The build quality feels a bit misleading with some design choices that make you go, what the hell were they thinking? And it throttles under heavy use like a sports car in traffic. Plus, you can't upgrade anything yourself, so you're stuck with what you get. Would I buy it? Yes, despite some questionable design decisions. The performance and battery life make it a solid choice that won't leave you crying over your credit card statement. Asus ZenBook 14 OLED Q425. This lightweight beauty weighs only 2.9 pounds and packs a gorgeous OLED display that makes everything look crisp and vibrant. Plus, the battery life is so insane it lasted over 13 hours in streaming tests, which is longer than most Marvel movies. The build quality feels cheaper than it should with a wobbly hinge that's somehow both too stiff and too weak at the same time. And the speakers sound like they're coming from inside a tin can despite being tuned by Harman Kardon. Would I buy it? Maybe. That OLED screen is absolutely beautiful, and the battery life is incredible, but the build quality issues make it feel like you're paying premium prices for a mid-range experience. Acer Nitro 15ANV 1541 R2Y3. This gaming beast on a budget delivers surprisingly solid performance with its AMD Ryzen 5 7535 HS processor and RTX 3050 graphics card that can actually handle 1080p gaming on medium to high settings without breaking a sweat. The cooling system sounds like a jet engine taking off when you push it hard, and the single-channel memory setup makes it perform like it's running with one leg tied behind its back. But at least the 165Hz display is color accurate enough for content creation. Would I buy it? Yes. If you can tolerate the noise levels that would make your neighbors call the cops, it's a solid budget gaming option that won't completely destroy your wallet. Acer Swift Go 14. This thing packs an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor that'll handle your Netflix binge and Excel spreadsheets like a champ, but the keyboard feels mushier than week-old bread and will make your fingers cry during those late-night typing sessions. The OLED display option is gorgeous enough to make you forget you're broke, but the battery life with that fancy screen will drain faster than your bank account after a Steam sale. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like dating someone way out of your league. Looks amazing, but comes with baggage. Acer Chromebook Plus 514. The Ryzen 3 7320C processor keeps things smooth for basic tasks and won't choke on your 20 Chrome tabs, but the screen brightness maxes out at a pathetic 258 nits, which means you'll be squinting like you're trying to read hieroglyphics in direct sunlight. Battery life clocks in at just under 9 hours, which is decent but not spectacular. And the audio sounds thinner than my patience when Windows decides to update mid-presentation. Would I buy it? Yes. It's the reliable friend who shows up on time but never brings snacks to the party. Asus Vivobook S15 Copilot. Plus, the Snapdragon X Elite processor is energy efficient enough to make a Prius jealous, and the 15-inch screen gives you more real estate than a Texas ranch, but the keyboard backlighting looks like a gaming setup from 2005 that someone's little brother customized. The 1080p webcam with Windows Hello Face recognition works faster than my ex blocking me on social media, though it does make everyone look slightly red under warm lighting like they've been hitting the bottle. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's got the specs to impress, but the design screams I peaked in high school. Acer Aspire 3, A315-24P. The Ryzen 3 7320U processor punches above its weight class and can actually handle light gaming like Counter-Strike at medium settings. Plus, the battery lasts over 12 hours, which is longer than most relationships these days. The keyboard has shorter key travel than my attention span during Zoom meetings, and the 8 GB of non-upgradable RAM means you're stuck with what you get, like a bad tattoo. Would I buy it? Yes. It's the scrappy underdog that delivers more than expected, like finding a 20 in your old jeans pocket. HP Pavilion Aero 13. This thing weighs less than my lunch at just 2.2 pounds and somehow packs a Ryzen 5 processor that doesn't completely suck, but the battery life is more disappointing than my dating life at only 10 hours, when other laptops are hitting 20 plus. The magnesium aluminum build feels premium until you realize the display bezels are cheap plastic that make it look like it's wearing a knockoff Rolex. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's solid for the $630 price, but feels like settling for your second choice crush. Apple MacBook Air M2. The M2 chip absolutely destroys everything else on this list in performance benchmarks, scoring 9,022 on Geekbench while looking sleek as hell in 4 different colors. But at $1,899 starting price, it costs more than my car. And the storage is slower than the previous M1 model, which is like upgrading your phone just to get worse internet. Would I buy it? No. Unless you're made of money or really need to flex at Starbucks, this thing is way out of budget laptop territory. Lenovo Yoga 714 Gen 9. This bad boy delivers excellent bang for your buck with a Ryzen 7 8845HS processor and over 12 hours of battery life. Plus, it's built like a tank with zero flex in the aluminum chassis. The downside is, it weighs 3.6 pounds, making it heavier than a brick, and the touchpad is clackier than my mechanical keyboard at 3 a.m. Would I buy it? Yes. At $800 discounted price, it's the sweet spot between performance and not going broke. MSI Katana A15 AI. This gaming laptop packs an RTX 4070 and can actually run demanding games at 1440p. But the display only covers 70% of sRGB color space, making everything look like it's been through an Instagram filter from 2012. The case feels cheaper than gas station sushi and attracts fingerprints like a CSI crime scene. Plus, the fans sound like a jet engine taking off. Would I buy it? No. At 1,500 euros, there are better gaming laptops that don't feel like they'll fall apart if you sneeze on them. Acer Aspire 14 AI. The Intel Core Ultra 7 processor delivers incredible battery life that can last all day without breaking a sweat, and it comes with up to 32 GB of RAM, which is more than most people will ever need. The keyboard feels mushier than overcooked pasta, and the IPS display is about as exciting as watching paint dry, though you can upgrade to OLED if you want to spend more money. Would I buy it? Yes. At $499, it's the best value here, and perfect for anyone who wants a laptop that actually works without selling a kidney. Acer Aspire 515. Slim laptop. This thing's got a 13th gen Intel Core i5 and 16 GB of LPDDR. 5 memory that'll handle your Netflix binges and online classes like a champ. But don't expect it to win any sound contests because the audio quality is about as impressive as a wet napkin. The 15.6-inch Full HD touchscreen is crisp enough to make you forget you're on a budget, though the 5-hour battery life means you'll be hunting for outlets more often than a vampire hunts for necks. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like that reliable friend who shows up but always needs a ride home because their car broke down again. Lenovo ThinkBook 16 Gen 7. This bad boy rocks an AMD Ryzen AI 9365 processor with 32 GB of RAM and a gorgeous 3.2K display at 165 Hz that'll make your eyes weep tears of joy. But the speakers are thinner than my patience during a Windows update. The metal build feels more premium than my credit score, and the battery life is decent enough to get you through a full day of pretending to work, though you're stuck with soldered RAM, so no upgrades for you. Would I buy it? Yes. It's basically the overachiever in the group that makes everyone else look bad, and I'm here for it. Dell Inspiron 14 2-in-1 7445. This convertible laptop with an AMD Ryzen 7 8840HS can transform into more positions than a yoga instructor and lasts nearly 10 hours on a charge. But the display is dimmer than my hopes and dreams on a Monday morning. It's built like a tank and won't break your bank account, though the speakers will distort at full volume like they're having an existential crisis. Would I buy it? Yes. It's the Swiss Army knife of laptops that does everything adequately, which is more than I can say for myself. Lenovo Chromebook Duet, Gen 9. This little 11-inch detachable runs on a MediaTek Companion 838 processor and weighs less than my emotional baggage at just over 2 pounds. But the 4GB RAM version will choke harder than someone eating dry crackers when you open too many tabs. The 1920 by 1200 display is surprisingly decent for the price, and the battery lasts longer than most Hollywood marriages at 12 hours, though the keyboard is more cramped than a New York apartment. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's perfect if you want something that's basically a tablet with commitment issues, but get the 8GB RAM version or you'll hate yourself. Asus Vivobook 16M 1605. This 16-inch budget beast gives you 10% more screen real estate than a 15-inch laptop and handles basic tasks like a pro, but the battery life is shorter than a TikTok attention span at just 3 hours and 21 minutes. The plasticky chassis feels about as premium as gas station sushi, and while the large display is great for productivity, it's not winning any color accuracy awards. Would I buy it? No. Unless you enjoy being tethered to a wall outlet like a prisoner, this thing's battery life will leave you more stranded than a tourist without Google Maps. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the budget laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.